and welcome. This is Andrea from Staying Focused Coaching, and welcome to my 15-minute session on the 3-step process for more time with you. I've developed this short session as so many of my clients just seem to run out of time, and yet there are people who seem to achieve everything in a day. How frustrating. And have you ever wondered why they seem to be able to do that? And over the next 15 minutes, I'm just going to share some of their successes with you. You know, time's a funny resource. Everyone gets the same amount of time in the day as the next person. It's what we do with it that makes the difference. So, to get the most out of this session, you're going to need a pen, a few pieces of paper, and make sure that your mobile phone's off and your emails are off so there's no distractions. Let's start on the journey so that you're not slipping down this void, but rather becoming an absolute time master. To find more time for you, it's important that you've got clarity about what needs to be done and what priority these things, tasks, jobs, whatever you like to call them, need to be done in. So let's grab the first piece of paper and put it in a portrait position and create a column down the right-hand side. Now, on that piece of paper, I want you to do a brain dump of all of the things that you need to get done next week. Don't worry about the order that you're thinking about putting them in. Just do an absolute brain dump of everything that needs to be done next week. If necessary, pause this session as you do the brain dump. I'm hoping that on this page you're also including those things that are keeping you awake at night, or those silly things that you remember to do in the shower. Put them all on your list. Okay. So what we then do is have a look at all your tasks, and in that right-hand column that you created, put down when you actually need to get them done. So is it on Monday or Wednesday or Thursday? Now, if it's a daily task, such as emails, a few of you have just gone, oh my God, I've got emails. Just write the word daily and go down the whole task about when you need to get these things done by. So your brain dump's looking something similar to mine. So you're probably looking at the page now with all the brain dumps and the time of when to get it all done by, and finding it all a bit daunting and feeling a bit out of control. And that's cool. That's a very natural reaction. Now the next big challenge is where we're going to start first about getting all these things done, whilst we know when we need to get them done by, but how are we going to do them and how are we going to prioritise them. What I want you to do is reflect back to your goals for the year, and let's start prioritising all of these tasks based on your goals. Now, if you don't know what your goals are, think about what successes you want to achieve by the end of the year. Okay. Now, on your brain dump page, you might have actually put a whole lot of personal items as well, and that's fine. But for this session, we're just going to look at all the tasks that are work-related. Now, the reason for that is because work-related tasks are easier to deal with to a certain degree, but also that these are the tasks that get in your way to do all the other things that you need to get done in life, and will give you a better work-life balance if you can tackle your work-related tasks. Okay, so of all of those tasks that you've got written down, and I want to start especially looking at the ones that you've got for tomorrow, of the tasks you got written down, have a look, and you need to size them up on 2 categories. Firstly, is one of these tasks, so have a look at your task, is the task you're looking at, is it going to get you closer to your goal? Or secondly, is it one that is an operational task, so will not directly get you to your goal, but will link back eventually to your goals? Now you might be thinking, hang on, there's tasks that are on my list which don't go into any of these categories, and that's quite common in life. But what I really want you to challenge yourself is, do you need to do that task? If it's not going to get you closer to your goal, and it's not an operational task, should you really do it? And if you're not sure how to answer that, then I'd be saying, don't do it. Time's very precious. Very, very precious. If you want to do it, that's fine, but remember, time is precious. So let's get back to our goals. Now, as I said, we're putting all your tasks under these 2 headings. Now, for your goal-related tasks, you should be spending 50% of your time. In your operational tasks, you should be spending 25% of your time. Now, you're probably thinking straight away, well, that doesn't work because I'm spending far too much time on the operational tasks. And that's very, very normal. When you're out of control, we just go operationally. But What we're striving for is to have 50% of your time on goal-related tasks and 25% on operational tasks. The other question you're probably thinking about, well, what happened to the other 25%? Because that equals 75%. Don't worry about that. I'll cover off that very, very shortly. So let's grab another piece of paper and let's have a look at the tasks for tomorrow. And I want you to write on that piece of paper those tasks for tomorrow using these categories like the one on the page that you can see now or you can download from the website. So we're creating a to-do list. Now put all the tasks there under goal-related tasks and the tasks are under your operational tasks. What will end up happening is your list will end up looking like this. As you can see from mine, I've included meetings as well, which you may or may not have added, but please include them. With all these tasks, it's now time to figure out in what order am I going to do them. So it's all very well that I've got everything to do tomorrow, but what order am I going to get done? And as you can see from my list, we've got an A, B, and a D there. There's no C. And I'll go through and explain what the A, B, and D stands for now. D stands for delegate. Of the tasks that are on your list, which ones can you delegate? It might take you 10 minutes, but you know, it might only take you 5 minutes to delegate, and the person you delegate it could easily probably do it better than you. A stands for action today. You know, if not, the world's going to collapse. Well, not really, but it's going to jeopardize your goals if you don't get this task done. Now, the challenge is only 3 or 4 tasks for the whole day can be a priority. Okay, that includes any tasks within your goal-related area or your operational area. Okay? Only 3 to 4. Now, B stands for best done today. Notice I said best and not must, and it supports the future A tasks. Now, you probably are starting to wonder what happened to C. Well, C stands for see you later, I'm going home. If we started putting a C on your priority list, you're never going to get everything done. We've only got a certain amount of time in the day. We're never going to get everything done. Okay? So your list should start looking like mine. As you can see there, I've got 4 A tasks to do. Some are goal related and some are operational. Now also on mine, it starts to give you an understanding of where the other 25% went, and that's space-time. Space-time is, as I said, is something that goes for 25% of your day, which equals 2 hours within your day. And it covers those things which are those 5-minute conversations, which actually take 30 minutes, 2-minute emails, quick phone calls, or getting to and from meetings. So you're never going to get rid of space-time, but it will be at least 2 hours within your day. Okay. So how does this all start looking in your diary, including space-time, all your tasks, and so forth? Well, let's have a look at a very organised diary. Now, this has gone to an extreme, and a great way in which you can actually get this is that before you go home tonight, print up your Outlook calendar for tomorrow and start penciling everything in, because you've already got your meetings logged in. So that automatically they're going to start happening. Or, I challenge you, could you delegate some of those meetings to somebody else? Okay. Now, for example, with this one, on the 11th of April, what's going to happen is at 10:30 I'm going to start my first A task. Now, to do that, I'm going to turn off my mobile phone. I'm going to turn off my emails. If I'm in an open office area, I'm going to go into a meeting room. I'm going to get rid of everything that distracts me. I'm going to spend 50 minutes on that first A task and then give myself a 10-minute break. You'll be amazed that you'll actually get it done in 50 minutes. Now, if you don't, schedule some more time for it. Okay, but do give yourself a break out of it because you really locked yourself away. And then you just continue down to the next A task. And here I do one A task and then I go to a next A task. I have some lunch and then I go off to a meeting. Now, as I said before, what a great idea is before you go home tonight, print off the calendar for tomorrow and then start writing down all your tasks. Okay? And then you start allocating them into A, B, and D. Okay, so we've covered off a lot in this session, and let's do a bit of a quick recap about what we've covered in the 3 steps for more time for you. Firstly, we do a brain dump of all of the things that need to get done and help you achieve your goals. Remember, this is prioritising everything based on your goals. And second, you prioritise everything into A, B, or D. There's no C, A, B, or D. And then thirdly, and importantly, include some space time in your day. It's at least 2 hours, if not more. Okay, and this is where we quite often fall apart, is that we forget to include space time within our day. Use these 3 simple steps and you will be amazed how you'll find more time within your day. If you've got any questions or want any guidance on anything about achieving your goals, my name's Andrea at stayingfocuscoaching.com.au. Thanks very much.